Hey, this is my first time ever at the Castle Combe Karting Championship. This is me going out in practice, my first ever lap. I sort of found this over the sort of past couple of years. I'd known this championship was about, but it wasn't until really the beginning of 2022 that I decided that I actually wanted to have a go at it. I only decided to book this first round so far. And yeah, I'm immediately going out in practice. Just the amount of grip on the car was so amazing. Like I haven't done outdoor karting in quite a few years. The last few times I've been out, it's been at the team sport karting, and that's just so little grip on the indoor track there in Bristol. Here we go, coming around in practice, going for a bit of a move, but deciding better off to back out of it. But I was immediately being held up by these guys in front. Like, this was all our first time at this circuit, and I immediately just wanted to get by, so I give that guy a bit of a bump, then hit into the other guy as well. Bit of a mistake, but making sure to apologise and not gain any position. I know it's only practice, so it doesn't matter too much, but I'm wanting to get past. So I'm going to the inside, back to the outside, and cut inside just as he runs wide. Avoid that, all nice. See, there's a yellow flag up here. I slow down a lot and I get rear-ended. The guy did come up to me afterwards and apologise. If it was the race, I wouldn't have slowed down that much, but in practice I just didn't want to risk getting like a black flag or anything straight away. Getting a nice cutback move there out of turn 1. Again, just wanting to get past those people and just make as much ground as I could. Here we go, round the outside into the final corner, down the inside. Quite a bit of contact, but I think everyone was all alright with that. I was fully alongside by that point, so it didn't really matter. Now going out for heat 1. I'm starting in 6th place, so everyone gets a random grid, gets 4 heats. You start all up and down the grid. I wanted to start in last place for the first one, but I know I'd start higher up later on. Got a really good start, bumped past. I saw I would already overtaken the 5th place, so I was able to cut back, but wasn't able to make a move, so lifted off, going into the chicane. Now looking for an overtake, up the inside, but a lot of heavy contact. I was like, I'm going to get a penalty for sure, so I just gave the position back. Didn't get any penalties then, but coming on to the 3rd lap now. No, I'm quicker than the one in front. I know I can get 4th place. It's very short races, but I know I can make it. Looking to the outside, exactly what I want to do, get the cut back, but don't quite get the run off. Side by side, into the tight right-hander, and brake too late and into the tyre wall. I tried to and push myself back out of the tyre wall, but it wasn't happening. Fortunately, the marshal was very quickly helping me along, but I was in last place by this point. I had no chance of catching up with only 2 laps to go, and yeah, so my first race ever, and it was a last place finish. Really disappointed with that, as I was hoping for a lot more, but that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I forgot to record heat 2 and 3. I got 2 3rd place finishes. The heat 2, it was 3rd place right off the start, and I stayed there. The other one, I dropped back off the start and managed to make my way up. Here we go, pole position start for the final heat. I get a really good start, really happy. Brake, nice and easy, and complete understeer into turn 1. Immediately the guys alongside me, and side by side into the chicane. Doesn't really work. We both make a bit of contact, he gets ahead of me. There's also someone on my inside. I know I don't want to let him pass, so I go right round the outside, brake later, and keep the position. But right into 2nd place now. Really wanting to get a first win right at the end of qualifying after some not great results, at least in the first heat. Again, go to the outside, that's exactly what I want to do. Try and get the cut back, but he takes a bit of a tight line and I completely mess it up. Lose about 4 or 5 kart lengths, and have a lot of ground to catch up. But by lap 4, I've closed all the way back up again. You can see in here I've carried a lot more speed around that corner, actually bump into him. But I'm wanting to, I know I can overtake him. Coming onto this final lap, we'll show the whole lap now. And yeah, I'm really close. I was worried about getting too good of a run out of here, so I actually backed off, which was probably a bit of a mistake. I should have just tried to brake as late as I could into turn 1. Here, no, coming up the back straight, I want him to defend because I want to get the cut back on him. And he basically just stops on the apex, which is totally entitled to do, but completely caught me off guard. if I'd known you would have done that, I would have tried to go around the outside. I was actually trying to get the cut back and it didn't work. There you go, second place. Yeah, and here I got up to him.
Hold on. I can't feel you behind me the whole time. I'm on lap 2, like I ran really wide. And it took me the rest of the race. The final lap I was on you. Yeah, but when you were behind me, I was like... Yeah.
So yeah, that meant I qualified 21st. So I got a 5th place start in the C final, with the top 2 progressing to the B final. But I actually also ended up with the 10th fastest lap in the whole of all the qualifying heats. So 5th place here, but there's 10 drivers now in each race. So it's going to be a lot of contact, especially through the first few turns. I get a half decent start, but I know I can't really overtake, so I bump the guy in front. But then I leave a space on the inside for somebody. It's 3 wide, I'm getting bumped on the right, bumped on the left. With 3 wide going through here. I get a bit of a bump, and also I lose a lot of grip going through the right-hander. So I'm now down in 9th place. And I'm like, I need to get back up. So down the inside, absolutely great move. I was really surprised I actually managed to pull that off. And then I know I just need to close on the rest of the pack, which are all starting to fight now. Yeah, head down. I've been saying out loud to myself. So 8 laps now, rather than just the 5 in qualifying. So I need to try and see what I can do by getting up there. Bit of a sideways moment and a bit of contact. Lose a bit of momentum. I was not too worried about being overtaken though. But on to lap 3 now. Again, trying to carry as much speed as I can. I've dropped a bit back, but I see the guy go sort of a half-hearted move, and then he can't get back in line. So I just slot up the inside. He's still on my outside there, but I just squeeze him out and take the position. And then coming on to lap 5, just over half distance now. I'm still in 7th, but I know I can progress more. I know I'm quicker than the guys ahead. And so this is where I start to make some progress. So the guy in front, he makes a bit of a mistake, runs wide. He's actually the guy that hit me in practice, but like it was actually really nice chatting to him throughout the day. Thanks, Andy. But yeah, he makes a mistake, and then just through there, 2 drivers come together. I just managed to avoid them, and then I'm up into 4th place, having started the lap in 7th. So it's a really great position. Then you see lap 6, lap 7, closing on the lead on the 2nd and 3rd place. And then coming onto the final lap, you can see I'm right on the tail of 3rd place. 3rd place had gone for a move the previous lap, but hadn't quite worked out, so that's why I had managed to close so much. But it also meant he was then looking more to defend against me than attack the driver in front, which was a bit of a shame. If he'd have gone for the move in front, I think I might have been able to take advantage of any kerfuffle, but it meant it was just sort of line astern all the way until the finish, just here. So yeah, that was so much fun. I was really disappointed with my start. Yeah, it was great. I got 20th place. I'd aimed for top half, which meant I was 1 position out of the 38. I actually worked out afterwards, if I hadn't crashed in Heat 1, I would have qualified straight into the B final because of how the points format worked. But yeah, I'm going to be back soon. Not sure when, but it definitely will be back. And here are some of the best photos. Thank you to my friend George for taking all of these. Yeah, that was just after my crash in Heat 1. I wasn't very pleased. Yeah, so just some really nice photos to end off. So thanks very much, everyone.